Part of our Python journey, we are in the ninth of Introduction to Python Programming, and in the eighth, we have seen how for loops is working, and we pay more emphasis on list for loop. And in today's class, we are going to look at how tuples is working. Tuple is a collection that is immutable and it allows ordered and duplicate of an element or of a data within a list, meaning that it does not allow modification. Once the element is being defined, it cannot be further modified, but you can perform certain operations under tuples such that accessing the list within the tuple through the index, also performing concatenation, performing iteration, and ascertaining the length of an element within a tuple. This is just few part of the operations you can perform on tuples follow. Follow me in this session today as I carry you through our practical sessions in Python. So we first of all need to define a variable called tuple or called my tuple. This is what we have, my tuple underscore tuple, and it's going to contain just the normal list that we used to do while we are dealing with the list under for loop. And here we have open and close bracket. We have 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7 and so on. So this is what we have. And again, this is a defined tuple. We said within a tuple, you can be able to ascertain what and what. The length of the tuple, this is part of the operations, and also going to ascertain element within a tuple using the index. So it's just this almost same scenario you are doing with your list follow. We say print. We are going to look at here, we are going to look at the first element within this list, and this is something that we have already used to, or we are already used to it. First element within or in a tuple. So we have this, then we have comma, isn't it? This is part of the syntax, right? My tuple, that is what I want to print. And I'm not printing the whole of the whole of the list, rather I'm printing using the index of 0. Having done that, we run this program and see what we are going to have. So we are going to have first element within this is 1, isn't it? So this is part of what I can do with the tuple, and also I can be able to perform or to ascertain the length of this array. So performing the length, let's just copy this, we paste it, and then we can alter this and say the length of a tuple the length of a given tuple or of a tuple. We are going to have a length here, len, not length. So open and close bracket, open bracket, then we remove this index that we are using, we add one parenthesis, then we run this and see how many lengths are we having. We are having 7 lengths, so we know in the length we can include the 0, right? This is part of what we can do. We can include 0 from the length, assuming you have just n number of lengths. So for you to navigate through this and come up with the number of length in a tuple, so it becomes tedious. So this is what you can be able to do. So we have seen how to access element using the index, that is retrieving the element by their what? By their position. And in the second one, we have seen how we can be able to ascertain the length of an array, the length of the tuple. So the next thing we are going to see how we work with what we call slicing. Slicing, sorry, SLICING, that is slicing. So we are going to see how this slicing is working. Let's say we comment this for clarity. We comment this, we said slicing example. So we are going to have, we already have a defined tuple on top. All we need to what? To slide. So to slide here is just to extract a subset of a table using what we call a tuple slicing. So we extract something. So let's assume we want to print here, we want to slice now. We said slicing the tuple, isn't it? We did not include the column, the double quote. So here we are going to have my tuple. That is the variable you have declared in the first place as the tuple. So in indexing you use square bracket. So also in slicing you use square bracket because you want to what fetch out the subset, or fetch out certain element within that tuple using index. So once you're using index, you must use square bracket. So we want to what slice from 2, let's say from 2. So we know slicing from 2 here, look at it here. Which one is index number 2? You see, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. So you want to print from this 2, right? This is 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say to 5, to 5. So, and then we run this and see. So you see now, this is what we are having, right? You see now, 3, 4, 5 as what? As index number 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Are we together? So that's what we have done. Is -1 always, please, in finding the subset. So I believe this is also a goal. It's not something that we can waste more time on it. So the next thing we are going to look at here is we are going to see how we are going to iterate using our tuple. So to iterate now, simply, we want to print. We have a tuple, so we want to print in a line form. Let's say we are coming down here again and say, let's say all these print, we need to comment them for clarity, please. So we comment. So we want what? We want to print. We want to use iteration to see how we can print this 1, 2, 3, 4 in form of what? In form of iteration, in form of a list. So we have what we have here. We said 4. We have item. It's another variable that is explicitly declared within a for loop. We have in, then we have sequence. What is the sequence we are using? We are using my tuple, right? That is the what? My tuple as the sequence. So after that, we'll write our uh, semicolon, or our column, please. So we print what now? We print. Let's assume we are only printing item. We don't want to print anything on that. So let's say we are printing items. So you see how you iterate this 1, 2, 3 continuously. So assuming this, if we already know it. So if we are printing the what? The list, or the element within a tuple. So we have this. So we have. So we are taking this one inside, please, so that we will not. So we have something like this, and then run it. So you see now. Oh, what's happened? We have, sorry, let's take this outside, and then we use this and see. So the issue is not this. The issue, we did not use f string function. Let's use f and see this time around. So you see, this is how you debug this simple error, and at the end you have element within a tuple 1, element within a tuple 2, element within this. So that's for this one. So that's, we did accessing, we did len finding, we did what again? Accessing, iteration, slicing. That is fetching out the what? Subset, fetching out a subset of an element within a tuple. So we also see how it works. So also we might decide to have what we call concatenation. So we want to concatenate a given a given element. So let's comment this one again. We comment it. So we are what? Finding that we need to define a tuple. Let's assume we have my tuple here as 1, 2, 3. Let's say we are having a tuple here, a tuple 1, or my tuple 2, please. My underscore tuple 2 or 1. So this time around, we assign, let's say we are assigning we are assigning, we stop at 7, right? We are assigning 8, 9, 10. So this is what we want to concatenate. So after assigning this, so to concatenate, we use what we call, we can use anything. We can say to resolve, we can say concatenate. So anything we wish. So let's say concatenate as a variable is equals to what? Is equals to my tuple plus my tuple 1. This is what I want to concatenate, isn't it? So after that, we want what? We want to print. We want to print the concatenation. Print what? Concatenation. Concatenate, isn't it? We print concatenate. Let's run this and see. So you see, this is the output. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The earlier one we stop at 7. While we are concatenating, we are adding 8, 9, 10. So again, if we want to what? If you want to have a for loop of this, let's copy this and then we remove. Sorry. So we copy this and then uncomment this. So after we uncomment it, so we are what? Finding items in what? In tuple 1. So here we also change this item. Okay, sorry, the item is there. So we want to what? Iterate. So let's have it here. So we see now the element of this. Oh, sorry. Rather, we need to what? To have a concatenation. So let's say we use concatenate, isn't it? In concatenate. Concatenate. Are we together, please? So what I want to do here, I want to print the list in this concatenation, not the list in that, because that one we did in concatenate 1 is only 8, 9, and 10. But what I want is what? Have 1 to 10. So that is what I'm trying to do here. Let's run it and you see it here. So this is how you go about using your what? Using your tuple within a for loop and then to enhance your Python programming. Please continue to be on this platform as you learn more. Thank you for being with us. If you find this video worthy, please do share our video, comment, and then like. Thank you.